अस्सलाम वालेकुम एवरीवन। मैं इस वक्त लीसा के साथ हूँ और लीसा हमारे लिए खाना पका रही हैं और फाइनली मुझे इन्होंने खाने को दिया है और जिसमें एक स्वीट पोटैटो था और almond. What was this?
It's going to be topped with
What was this? Almond what?
Oh, almond butter.
Almond butter, बादाम का बटर जो उन्होंने खुद घर में. You made this at home?
No, I bought it, but you could make it if you had the right kind of Vitamix.
Yeah. तो इन्होंने बाज़ार से लिया है, घर से खुद नहीं बनाया और मेरा लंच ये था और अभी ये डिनर बना रही हैं. सो गुफ्तगू में one of the most interesting thing जो आप लोग नहीं देखते, this is what she cooks in. Ghee. And the whole country of ours don't use ghee. Majority of it doesn't, of course.
You know what is ghee?
So tell us what is ghee.
Ghee is the caviar of the cow.
There you go.
The supreme
Coming from
delight from Kamadeu, from Mother, who is gathering all the planets together. The medicine queen, this is the ghee. This is the medium in order to put spices, herbs, whatever, and your body can get it thanks to Kamadeu, Divine Mother.
Okay, and majority of India and Pakistan eats basmati ghee, which is vegetarian, which is bad for you.
And that's Lakshmi medicine because it makes everything eatable.
Edible.
Basmati,
Thank you.
we use basmati, which is man-made ghee, which is bad for you. It's basically
It's
oil.
not ghee.
It's not ghee.
Ghee is clarified butter only.
G-H-E-E.
I know what ghee is. We have heard. I mean, my grandmother used to cook in
Right,
it,
it's
but
clarified
now
butter.
nobody uses it.
And the best one is the one only produced by
Cow.
special cows, special species called.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So come in South India, especially in Andhra Pradesh, and they still keep this special race of cows. They make the best ghee, which is just a medicine,
Right.
really.
But we still have pretty good ghee in the United States. So,
Which is funny because, like I said, in our house we use canola oil or other kinds of oil. You see, that's the face I was looking for, and it's bad for you. And हम लोग जो oil इस्तेमाल करते हैं वो हमारे लिए अच्छा नहीं होता. घी जिसको हम कहते हैं कि हमारे लिए ख़राब है, वो actually हमारी सेहत के लिए अच्छा होता है. और हमारे एक और दोस्त हैं. Another friend of mine told me the other day, if you have ear clogged, just heat up a little of ghee and drop it in your ears, and it'll cure your ear clogging.
and in Ayurvedic medicine, a lot of preparations are made with ghee, and spices that you cook with are considered medicinal when you cook them in ghee because ghee is considered a carrier. And what that means is the ghee carries the healing properties of the food and spices to all the tissues of the body and the organs of the body.
आज मैं जब इनके साथ बातें कर रहा था तो मुझे एहसास हो रहा था कि हम कितना ज़्यादा अपने कल्चर से दूर हो चुके हैं और अपने आप से दूर हो चुके हैं और हम अपने आप को बिल्कुल नहीं जानते हैं. और Lisa was telling me a story where a colonel got his nose chopped off or anything. What was that story, Lisa?
Yeah, I've heard this story from an Ayurvedic master, and I think he said that there was a letter, I believe it's in a British museum, where this colonel or somebody like that got his nose chopped off, and then an Ayurvedic healer put it back on, put whatever part of it came off, and it healed perfectly. And then he went to his commanding officer and said, we have to destroy this medicine because we can never rule a country that has this much power. And so what happened after that is the British people burned tens of thousands. It was an oral tradition, but it had started being written down, and they burned all the books and all the manuscripts they could find. And the only reason it stayed alive for the next decades was through the oral tradition.
तो कितना अफसोस का मकाम है कि हम आज ब्रिटिश दवाइयों को खाते हैं और हम अपनी जो ओरिजिनल हम समझते हैं कि हम सिर्फ मुसलमान हैं. हम सिर्फ मुसलमान नहीं हैं. हमारे जो बड़े थे वो पहले हिंदू होते होंगे या उसी मिट्टी से निकले हैं और गंधारा और टैक्सिला ये सब हमारे ट्रेडिशन ही थे और हमें सीखना चाहिए बजाय इसके कि हम सिर्फ और सिर्फ जो अब हम अमेरिका जाते हैं, अब हम चाइना जा रहे हैं पढ़ने के लिए, और कल मुझे किसी ने बताया कि फंग शू was also something which migrated from India to the rest of the world, into China, which became feng shui. तो मैं बस इनसे बात करके सोच रहा था कि यहाँ पे ये जो लोग हैं, ये all these people here are, you know, Westerners as we say, but she is practicing Ayurveda, which is basically hikmat. And उन्होंने अभी किताब लिख रही, she is writing a book on Ayurvedic cooking.
It's called Sacred and Delicious, and it's going to be published in June 2018.
Yummy!
Can I tell you one more thing about food while we're talking about
Sure.
like just this dish? So it's so important. People are using the wrong salt. So unrefined salts. This is a fine ground unrefined salt. Usually I cook with a gray Celtic sea salt or Himalayan salt.
Which comes from
also,
Pakistan, majority.
Yeah, very good. But I don't know about what you can buy in Pakistan, but in the United States, they sell what they call sea salt or Morton salt. It's so highly refined that it actually leaches minerals from the body. And it's not good for you. But if you eat pure salt, then it restores minerals to the body that you need for the healthy functioning of the brain and everything else. So get good salt. That's the most important thing you can do besides ghee.
I'm very proud. One of my friends who was Hungarian, I moved her to Pakistan 5 years ago, and she enlightened us. She was a PhD in food. So she enlightened us about the salt, which we had. Then we went to the biggest masala maker in the country, which is the mixture food.
Yeah.
And now he has started to produce, you can buy in any grocery store here for $1 that much salt from Pakistan, which is actually Himalayan salt, which would regularly be $25.
Right.
But here you can get it for $1.50, or in Pakistan you can get it for $1.
Really?
And it's amazing what he has done.
Super.
And because he had a huge network around the world. Himalayan salt.
Well, there are
is-
lots of different brands of Himalayan salt.
This one's called Shan, Shaan.
Is this pink?
It's pink salt. It's the Himalayan salt. And as I said, it only became available recently, and I'm thankful to my friend who did that. And now it's available all over the globe.
And the other great source of minerals in the salt is la fleur de sel.
That's what I'm using.
The fleur de sel is the caviar. I'm sorry to use the caviar. So
Most
the
of the
supreme
people-
of the salt, because you have all the sunlight, which gives the energy, and the most refined salt, but naturally, not processed.
This is
That's
one
French?
of the versions of fleur de sel.
A fleur de sel, flower of salt. So it has all the elements: the air, the sun, and the water, the ocean, mixed together. So just like salt and pepper, but the best.
So tell me, what do you see when you hear the name Pakistan?
Pakistan.
He first. No, I'm asking him.
Just for now.
Okay.
Can you stop for just a minute? Can you stop it for a second?
Well, it's like a live video. We don't have pause function.
Oh, I just wanted to put that section about the food on my site.
Oh, go ahead.
Can I show you?
Tell this.
Here, these
Oh, there it is.
Sacred and Delicious.
Sacred and delicious.
Okay, thank you.
So buy the book, pre-order it on Amazon, or add her on Facebook, and you can ask her when. And we will see it on our profile
Great.
when
thank
it's
you.
available, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. And she has a page for it also, which she wants to promote like everybody else. They want to promote their page than themselves. So
Yeah. There's already a page called Sacred and Delicious
Mhm.
on Facebook, and I have a website and a blog. You can sign up for my blog and get recipes right now.
Okay. When my daughter is older, I'm going to send her to live with you for a month. So she'll be your assistant chef
It's a
for your
deal.
next version.
It's a deal.
And
I'd love to.
Yeah.
And you're invited to come to the Canada Art of Living Center, which has an amazing kitchen, and we have a clinic holistic for Ayurveda and healing, and we can make the best of both worlds: food and treatment.
So you see here, you know, these Frenchy guys, these American people have all adopted our traditions, which we have forgotten ourselves, which is such a shame.
Why?
that-
Because the Veda, This is life, and life is the up-to-date version inbuilt in us, and we just need to revive it with just this: the breath, and drinking a lot, meditating, and being in the present moment. And then you reactivate all the knowledge that it is inbuilt inside us
When you say
through
drinking,
the chakra.
when you say drinking, does that mean alcohol?
Water.
Water.
Juice, vegetable. What do you think, Lisa? What do you drink? Tea, a good tea,
I drink a lot of water.
Herbal tea.
And I drink a little herbal tea.
and almond milk.
Oh, I make fresh almond
She's
milk
doing
every day.
fantastic almond milk.
Can you show us your almond milk
Yes,
that you
yeah,
made,
let me-
gave me today? It was
It's
delicious.
in the fridge.
Okay. So this is what she uses, called Vitamix. You can get a Chinese version of it if you like, because this one's like $600.
But if you don't get this brand, it won't work. It will work in a different way. So if you use this brand, you can use whole almonds with the skins on. And then you pour it through a bag, and it's hard to explain because you're not looking at it now. So I'll pour you a glass. Here's a glass of fresh almond
Just a little
milk.
bit.
Yeah, there's no. It looks just like milk.
So ये बादाम का दूध है जो ये
There's
you
no-
drink it every day?
Yeah, and there's no guar gum. There are no fillers. There are no preservatives. It doesn't. Taste,
You don't do regular milk
no
anymore.
I don't. I don't do well with dairy.
So
you know,
हम
dairy
बचपन
in
में
the
सुनते
United
थे बादाम
States
का दूध पीने
is-
का ये बनाती हैं रोज पीती हैं जी. Yes. Go ahead.
A lot of people can't do dairy in the United States because it's so ultra
Lactose.
pasteurized and everything else that they say that's why it's hard to digest. So I just use this and it's delicious, and I bake with it. If anything, like I make a mushroom sauce, I make it with this instead of cream or milk. It's delicious. That's what I'm not doing that tonight. But anyway.
That's a secret recipe.
But so you make it in this. You blend it. So 4 cups of water with 1 cup of almonds. And you just blend it and you pour it through a nylon bag and you squeeze it so the pulp stays in the bag. And then you have this beautiful almond milk. Now, if you can't...
And the leftover becomes the butter?
No. No, actually not. That's a whole nother discussion. But if you can't afford to get a Vitamix, you can still make the almond milk, but you need to soak the almonds overnight and pull off the skins, or buy them where they're have already been prepared.
So, what comes to your mind when you hear the word Pakistan?
He wants me to tell you the stupid thing I said.
It's not stupid. It's the reality, what people see. And that's what our work is, to help others see how we see it, because we never took the work of marketing it, right? So it's our job as a Pakistani to go out and tell the world what Pakistan is like. Not the world's job to come and understand. That's what marketing is
I
all
have to
about.
get something from
Oh, she's running away!
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I have to get a clean pair of gloves for a minute.
तो कितना अफसोस हो रहा है मुझे यहाँ पे कल से कि मैं अपने ट्रेडिशन को हम भुला गए हैं और ये लोग रिवाइव कर रहे हैं. और मैं एक और वीडियो बनाऊंगा कि मेरे नज़दीक अमेरिका की अहमियत दुनिया में क्या है.
I'm
And
doing a traditional Christmas dinner yet. Have you told me that?
okay, yeah, that's what I did in the start. That we're having a traditional Christmas dinner, and these are called pecans. It's like something like walnut. We don't have these in Pakistan.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Ooh, taste one.
Yeah, I know how it tastes like.
Okay.
I had a pecan tree in my house.
They're special. Oh, you do?
In the house I had here. Yeah.
Oh, wow. And they're specially used in the southern part of the United States.
Yep, that wasn't for though.
Oh, right.
So
Okay.
she speaks. Can you speak like a Southern? You all can do that.
Well, I guess I could, but I don't really speak like that all the time.
Okay, cool.
Because my parents were from New Jersey.
Yeah. Well, how did you pick up the Southern accent then?
Well, I was born in Florence, South Carolina,
Oh,
and then I lived there in the South Carolina till I was 27. Then I moved to Texas, where I think I got more of a twang.
twang,
I lived
twang.
there for 15 years, and then I moved back to North Carolina.
In Dallas.
Yeah, I was in Dallas. That's where I met my
I don't have any trees. It's like Karachi. No trees in Dallas.
Yeah, that's why I had to come back to the North
Yeah.
Carolina.
It's so beautiful here. Trees everywhere.
Very gorgeous.
Yeah.
Very gorgeous.
Does it still? Is it still a redneck country in North Carolina, South Carolina?
Oh, you're asking me a sensitive question.
Uh oh. Yeah, I'm about to ask another sensitive question, remember, which you think is sensitive, but it's not to me.
Which one do you want me to answer first?
Whichever you like. She's blushing. It's a difficult question
The
here
Carolinas.
because.
I'll do the Carolinas first.
Okay.
North Carolina is a lot more progressive than South Carolina. South Carolina is more conservative, which means there are more people who voted for Trump and who are anti-gay and ultra. I respect Christianity, but not the kind of Christianity that hates other people or thinks they're not worthy of full rights and privileges as others. So there's more of that in South Carolina, but it also depends who's in control of your government at the time. I won't go any further than that.
So all of y'all go out and make some new friends in South Carolina, especially if you're not from there, and introduce them to Lisa also, because I'm pretty sure
In trouble.
they're anybody who is in a certain way is basically a certain way because they're not exposed to another way.
That's right.
So it's our
Exactly.
job to go out and help them get exposed to another way, just like I'm trying to do and introduce you to pecans in her way. So tell me, when you hear the name Pakistan,
Yes.
what
so
comes to your mind?
So-
How many people live there? So let's
I
start
have
that.
no idea. Millions?
How many million? 10, 15, 20,
Sorry, I'm not
100?
very good with numbers even here.
Okay, I'll tell you.
How many?
220 million.
Wow, it's a lot of millions.
That's a lot
And
of
I
million.
know that Pakistan was and India were all one and separated, so I used to think of Pakistan that way.
That's how most of the people who have never been there or heard of it think of it. So it's nothing you're to do your fault.
Sure, but I think when the Osama bin Laden raid happened,
When he was found in Pakistan,
when he was found and killed in Pakistan,
or so they say.
or yeah, or so they say, and they also say that there was some question whether or not Pakistan enabled bin Laden to live there and keep stay in secret. For some reason, I just kind of got it jumbled up in my brain that Pakistan was like Afghanistan, and then I felt stupid saying that today.
How is Afghanistan like in your mind?
Well, in my mind, all I've ever seen of Afghanistan is poverty. Well,
And
and because of the
rebels.
war, yeah.
You know, it's more expensive than New York City, Kabul.
Really?
Yeah.
More expensive to live there?
If you get a hotel room in Kabul, it's as expensive as New York City.
Wow.
Same in Lagos in Nigeria.
And of course, I know there's poverty everywhere. There's a lot of poverty in the United States. They're not the kind of poverty. I've been to India a few times.
It's different kind of poverty.
It's a different kind of poverty in the United States because even poor people in the United States tend to have a television, except for the very poorest of the poor who are the homeless, which is a very tiny percentage of our country. Whereas,
1%.
yeah, whereas in India, I mean, you see people living under, cardboard boxes everywhere. So, I don't know. Is Pakistan like that?
Yeah, same.
Same.
Same issues. India and Pakistan have same language, same food, same background, same ethnicity, same language, same issues.
So you speak Hindi?
It's the same language as mine. Urdu
course it-
is the same language as Hindi.
Oh.
It's just written differently.
Yeah, I just knew there were a lot of different dialects, like a gazillion different.
We have 28 languages in Pakistan. India has 1,000 plus.
Yeah.
Nepal has 3,300, by the way, which is a tinier country, but it has more languages.
Wow, that's interesting. Hi.
Please, it's for Shishi.
Oh,
Please,
It's from him or for him?
for him.
for Shishi. But please, one.
Try
You
some.
want me to take it?
Try. Yes.
Where are you
want
from?
Yeah, I'm from Romania.
Oh, Romania.
So you want to see
For
if this is
Gabarit
worthy to
Paruski?
give him, or what? Or you're just making me a gift?
Yes, he wants you to try it.
One to try.
Okay.
Because it's for Shishi.
Yes.
Oh,
Please.
thank you. Multi-marks.
It's good.
Delicious.
Thank you.
You
Well-
made it? You made it?
Married.
Mm-hmm.
My husband.
Mm-hmm.
No, married. No, you made this? You cook?
Did you cook this?
No.
You bought this?
Yes. My daughters buy.
It's
From?
delicious, though.
What is this?
Dates.
I was going to say dates, but it also tastes like it has a little chocolate in it.
and
Almond.
chocolate,
Almond.
and almond, and I don't know.
It's so good. I'm gonna have to create that myself.
Mm-hmm.
I have recipe with cocos. I have got it in Romania, but I try for you. I traduc for you. I have recipe in my.
Oh, that's fantastic. I have a blog with recipes. I'll share it.
In Romania.
Will you try more for mine? I don't want to. I'm scared of my stomach.
Please, one.
No,
Oh.
I'll share. No problem.
Please, Mar. Please.
No, this
please,
isn't.
please.
Oh, you don't want any more? Easy. No, no.
Mar, please, please.
I'll take one for my husband. Thank you.
In
Delicious.
Romania, is one woman is for health for men have cancer. It's
Oh.
treated, and he's and all child, tea,
Uh-huh.
plant, and for baby, for infertility, my daughter now. I come in Romania for she.
Wow. You will go to Romania.
My one is San Francisco and one Belmont.
Thank you so much.
Mulțumesc. Mulțumesc.
Mulțumesc. Da.
Thank you.
In Romania.
How do you know that?
Friends.
This is a globetrotter.
More mercy.
Yeah.
Mercy.
Mercy.
Not mercy. Mercy.
Casti is my daughter. Castiliana.
Nice to meet you.
I have to finish my cooking.
Yes, please.
So,
Come on, hurry. She needs help. I'm only eating. I'm talking. Okay, so जैसा कि आपने सुना, लीसा को जब पाकिस्तान का नाम लिया गया तो उनके जहन में अफ़गानिस्तान आया और यही लफ्ज़ है जो तमाम लोगों के जहन में आता है क्योंकि उनको सिर्फ जो इमेजेस दिखाए जाते हैं अमेरिका के अंदर और दूसरे मुल्कों के अंदर वो इमेजेस होते हैं जिसके अंदर लोगों को इसी किस्म के कचरा नज़र आ रहा होता है सिर्फ। तो ये हमारा काम है कि हम इन लोगों को गाइड करें, बताएं कि हमारा मुल्क कैसे लगता है और पहले बताने से पहले हमें इनसे दोस्ती करनी चाहिए, उनको बताना चाहिए, उसके बाद पता चलता है इनको। So, Mr. Globetrotter number 2, you have been to how many countries?
I never counted.
Now count.
Maybe 108.
108. Out of 108, Pakistan was not one of them.
I transited.
Yeah?
I don't know why, but it was difficult to get a visa.
Okay, you're a French now. So the French can now get visa on arrival. But you have to have a friend there. Which is, for example, me, yes. So and I have to know you will not be any terrorist activities in Pakistan.
I swear that I am dealing only with peaceful people.
Wonderful.
And stress-free society.
So you can come without a visa for 30 days, but you have to have invitation.
Okay.
And you are more than welcome to come. And जो भी लोग सुन रहे हैं, ये कभी पाकिस्तान नहीं आए हैं, 108 countries जा चुके हैं, इनको invite करें, इनको बुलाएं, इनको add करें Facebook पे. And your name in Facebook is?
My last name, Billerot PM.
We will
First
tag
name,
him.
Hervé.
Okay.
It's easier
And-
the other way. Hervé, Herve.
And one of the most advanced level of you could say consciousness is when people are funny. And people think they're stupid that others are being funny, but people who can make fun of themselves are actually very, very high level of conscious people. And
I'm not telling that.
He's not
Just
saying that.
be funny.
Yeah.
And you know what we say always when you salute somebody and you want to be thankful to the knowledge inside you. So that means inside me, inside everyone. We say Jai, Jaya, in Sanskrit, victory, Guru, the absolute, the big teacher, Deva, through fun, through hilarious situation. So you get the distance, and thanks to this distance that you can create through meditation, through cooking with friends, through being totally congenial, and any story which can become sad, you make it hilarious, fun. So Gurudev is the incarnation of the guy, the human being who transform everything into art, into science, because behind this, the big mind, there's an art, and behind the art there's a huge knowledge called the Deva, called, let's call it the Sanskrit scriptures, without giving any names, like in the Bible, like in the Quran. All of these can be transformed nowadays into the present moment, into fun. And thanks to that, we're gonna overcome any situation. Any situation in the States, in Europe, in Pakistan. Let's be funny, guys, and we're gonna be victorious.
Okay, let's go to cooking because I'm going to be eating. Otherwise, I will not be eating.
Are we staying on live this whole time?
If we can, if you
I
want.
think
No?
It'd be boring
Why?
to watch someone else.
Big brother is watching you.
So you know what I would love for you to do?
Tell me.
Why is
I
it
would
boring
love
to
for
cook?
you to chop some herbs, like a tablespoon of each.
Separate or together?
They can end up in the same bowl.
Okay.
But like I like to pull those off the stems. Is that what you
Stems,
do?
yeah.
And you pull those off the stems.
Okay.
And,
How do you say hello in Romanian? Hello.
My
Hello in Romanian.
hello.
Hello. Okay. Thank you.
Mulțumesc.
Mulțumesc. Thank you. How are you?
Ce faci? Ce mai faci?
Ce mai faci? Okay.
And,
And because you were before part of USSR, no, Romania was not USSR, but do you speak Russian? Говорить по-русски? No?
Romanian, they were speaking Romanian.
Yeah.
Romania is for people Latin.
Latin.
The
Okay.
Romanian is the closest language to Latin,
Oh,
to the former Latin in the Roman Empire. That's why we have connection with all the Latin languages, like Spanish, and mainly with French. And French was the
French,
second
yes.
foreign language spoken for the literate people.
after Latin.
Latin was the old one, and if you take the etymology of every word in Romanian, you got the closest situation between the old Latin, which was spoken in the medieval time, so until the year 1500, huh?
Why did it die?
Because that's the evolution of all the Indo-European languages. So everything was born around the Black Sea, you know, with this assimilation of India, Pakistan,
But
and the
Romania-
European, the Celtic.
People, Romania, all people is Daci. Daci. Not.
What is Daci?
Dutch.
Oh, Dutch.
Original people, Romania.
Yeah, that's migration between all
Not
the different.
migration. Daci now.
This
Daci,
is Dutch.
Dutch.
D-U-T-C-H.
Jet and Dutch. Is Romania local.
Okay,
And
not Dutch.
after-
Daci.
Daci.
I see.
And
It's okay?
Going back to work.
It's okay.
Roma, Romani,
The old Roman language.
occupate Daci, and language,
Language? Yeah.
amestec language Dac with Latina,
See, they mix together.
the mix together.
Like in the west of Europe, we had the Roman Empire, but we had all the strong influence from the Celtic civilization. So we call it Gallo-Gaul,
Yes.
which became France after. So we called it Gallo-Roman civilization. That's the assimilation of the Romans, like a great army, invading, protecting, sharing what the new way of circulation, so the army could go anywhere quickly in every country. Stabilized, that's called
Country very
wild,
month.
very religious.
Mountains,
Mountains.
A lot of
mountains.
mountains.
gold.
Transylvania.
I
You grew up
Yeah, I live in Transylvania.
Dracula.
Not only
It's
Dracula.
legend. It's legend.
Yeah.
Dracula.
Yeah. Actually, Dracula lives in the U.S. now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's playing poker and.
More gold, argent,
Silver.
silver.
Lot of mines, gold mines, a lot of wealth.
Tree.
Yeah, the main wealth were coming from Sylvania, from the forest. The forest
Sylvania
of
means
Romania.
forest?
Sylvania means Pennsylvania. That's the forest given to Penn. Penn was one of the first
In the
settler
south.
from England who was sent. Everybody who was not really politically correct. Okay, go to the new country, and they gave him the
Politics in
Sylvania.
Romania not good. No.
Politic everywhere, not good. Don't worry.
Nah.
We are ready for the new kind of politics now. Don't worry about it. It's coming.
So who's watching this?
I don't know. Some people.
It's on your page, right?
No, it's on yours.
No,
Oh yes.
you aren't kid. You aren't serious.
It's on Pakistani
Of course. How can
TV.
I be on your page without your access?
You're on my page streaming
No,
this.
no.
No. Okay.
Don't get a heart attack. Don't get a heart attack. We should be, because my part of the world is sleeping right now.
But I wish that you could edit the part just about food. Can you send me a segment?
Live
That's
TV
just
in
the
Romania
part when we
and,
talked about food.
You can maybe somebody
He's got-
can
yeah,
be hired to
500,000
edit it.
people
Oh, you would
following
just
him.
you could send it to me.
Hmm?
Good.
So it's something you could send to me in a
Something
Dropbox.
casual.
I know.
Okay, cool.
Doesn't matter.
Well, everybody, we'll talk about our traditional Christmas menu that was created by a Jewish woman, myself.
Do your husband is Jewish or not?
No,
No.
Mitchell's no.
So I thought you're not allowed to marry non-Jewish people.
Well, that's a preference of my parents' generation, but a lot changed. A lot.
Your children are Jewish or not?
We don't have children. I wasn't able
Oh.
to have children. But he has a daughter who I love from his first marriage, named Celeste. And so,
Do you follow the Jewish tradition?
yes, I do in part. But then I
Beautiful.
also found the
Do you do the Sabbath?
I should, but I don't.
Oh, you don't. Okay.
Sometimes I do. It's often something I say to myself, I need to start observing the Sabbath every week. That would be a good idea because I work too much. I sing in a Jewish high holiday choir. I love Jewish music the most. That's the thing I think I enjoyed the most.
Is that in Hebrew or is
Uh-huh.
it?
A lot of it, most of it's in Hebrew. So, and I learned Hebrew, liturgical Hebrew, as a child. I never learned conversational Hebrew, but I learned the prayer book Hebrew. And I was bat mitzvah, and I was very active in young Jewish youth stuff.
Mhm.
Can I get something out of the
Is that for your smile?
No, that's for my
So she has a timer on her phone for smiling every 10 minutes, is it?
no, just a few times a day.
Oh, I thought there was somebody in the oven calling for help.
I just want to make sure that.
So, my dear, did you speak about your Ayurvedic treatment you're gonna receive tomorrow?
No, you will record it for me and then we'll do it live.
Yeah, fantastic. It's called the Shirodhara.
Okay. What's the Shirodhara?
So this is a special oil. It depends. So depending on your dosha, if you are Pitta, Vata, if you different.
It's like me speaking English, you speaking Hindi, you know?
Right. I have to speak a different language.
Kapha, different dosha, and they mix different oils according to your energy, and that will calm and soothe your mind. So if you've got migraines, like apparently you do have heavy migraines, it will treat them step by step until it will be totally resolved.
Cool.
So you will see live the treatment and you can tell frankly what are the effects. But to me, that's one of the best for any headache.
So you run an Ayurvedic center in Canada?
We do have a center,
But you do?
not personally.
So do you have any
We
friends?
hire
Do you have any friends
technicians.
who have
I
any
think he
Ayurvedic?
means we as the art of living,
No,
right?
no, you as a human being, as a you. Hari.
Okay, we do have a very good connection.
Because I'm
For the
asking.
Ayush Shakti, maybe you can talk about this. Because we had a friend, Mr. Chapati, who was doing TV shows.
It's a chapati.
Mr. Chapati, that's his name.
We can eat him.
We can't, but he's playing like Charlie Chaplin, the guy Western playing the Indian cook, Indian showman, and he's introducing guests. So sometimes we have scientists, we have cooks, and we have a common friend called Smita Naram, who has one of the greatest brand of Ayurveda in India and now spread all over the world.
Because
And she was introduced into these shows, and she was cooking just as Lisa is doing now with Mr. Chapati, and cooking very genuinely dishes, traditional dishes, but with this touch of magic, like in the present moment. It's. I recommend you,
Mr. Chapati
Mr.
show.
Chapati on YouTube, online, and on American TVs. It's very well known. Introducing Dr. Smita Naram.
Cool. How many Hindi words do you know?
Hindi words. Oh, I don't
Ek,
know.
do, teen,
Yeah,
and
that's all.
G.
G, TK, shallow,
No, chalo.
chalo. Maybe Telugu, more Tamil, a little bit more, because I live more in South India.
How do you say thank you? Nandini.
In,
Tamil.
thank you, Shukriya, or
Tamil, I know Nandini. I don't know Telugu.
in.
Why won't this come on?
So yeah, I forgot because it was years ago. But yeah, I love the countryside of India, where you can really feel.
The south part.
Yeah, you can really feel the human being values. You can feel the solidarity. If you're rich or poor, everybody is into sharing, respecting what they have in common. And that's the treasure of humanity. That's what we missed for these last centuries of modernity, technology, forgetting the science of the mind. And those people in the temples mainly, because they are still doing the rituals, they are still doing their mantra, they're still doing this magic, we don't call it magic, but this intuitive science. That's why they become, and they are
think the
still
chef knows
themselves.
So do you have these in Pakistan? Like everybody in India has one of these?
Nope.
Oh, I thought everybody. Sorry,
No, please do.
I
Lisa.
just assumed maybe everybody in Pakistan.
we have the same spices, but we don't keep it like this.
like
I don't
this.
know why.
So my first Ayurvedic cooking teacher, named Alpha Bhatt, she gave me this this box, and
Masale.
I've added the spices that I use the most. So they are turmeric. This is coriander ground cumin seed, black mustard seed, ground cinnamon, ground cardamom.
So we use very less cinnamon and we use yes, turmeric in Pakistan.
Turmeric is
You feel sick because you have to have turmeric.
turmeric is really the best medicine, with ghee, with tulsi, if you like tulsi. And
Tulsi means my name. My name is
is that
Tulsi.
right?
Yeah, Tulsi means basil.
Sacred basil.
Sacred
You know that we
basil.
have different basil in Thailand, in the West, and in India they have two sacred basil. And
So, but the translation I was told of Rehan is Tulsi.
yeah, that's basil. And basil, let's take the name basil.
And we
It's
don't
so
use
sacred
basil
that
so
they
much
gave
in
the name
Pakistan.
for a place in the Catholic Christian religion.
Basilica.
It gave the name of Basilica. Where does that come from? The basilica had always the cross shape. So that means sacred. And this herb is also sacred because it's dedicated to Krishna or to Vishnu. You have two different colors. The main ones, after you have other species. But it's like a medicinal herbal tea. I do my own. You want my recipe?
Of.
I do my chai in Andhra Pradesh.
Let's make one.
No, because I need to get a fresh.
Because he's making,
Tulsi.
he's
supposed to be-
supposed
I'm
to be helping me.
I'm an
Sous chef.
assistant to the chef, so I'm cooking. I'm preparing thyme. Thyme is on my side.
Okay.
And rosemary, oregano. It's more Provençal style magic potion, like you know the magic potion, Asterix and Obelix. They are two famous cartoon characters, famous already in the 60s. They were drawn by Goscinny and Uderzo, two famous cartoonists and authors. And they represent the rebellion of the Gauls, the Gaul people, during the Roman Empire. And they have the characteristics of all the French before France, the Gauls. And they can defeat all the Romans' army thanks to one thing,
Dun, 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 dun.
the magic potion.
Ah.
Made by a druid. What is a druid? That's the Celtic version of the Rishi. He was wise. He was downloading all the knowledge from meditation, going in the nature, and doing these recipes. Because cooking is magic. Cooking is the alchemy of different things into, and you make it something yummy. Something,
You're a
you
magician.
know,
So-
from one cook to another cook, it tastes totally different. Ask
That's right.
to the chef.
Yeah. So this has been so much fun. Thank
Bye.
you. But we have to go because I can't get dinner ready by 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Unless we focus. This has
Yes.
been so much fun. Happy New Year. May
Happy Christmas, happy Hanukkah,
all blessings to all of you.
Jay Gude.
That too. Did you turn us off?